Let's welcome in Michigan Chairwoman Lisa McClain, the chairwoman of the House Republican Conference. It is great to have you with us.
Good to be here.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts about this socialist momentum that is now really sweeping the country with the talk and promise of free this and free that and money from the rich.
Well, let's be honest, nothing's free. Last I checked, the teachers, are they teaching for free? The grocery stores, Mondami wants free groceries or government-run grocery stores. That's great. Free everything. So the people are teaching for free, the people are working for free. Someone has to pay the bill. Listen, the Constitution is the envy of the world. People risk their lives to come to America because of what we have. Capitalism. We have a democracy. We have freedom of speech. We have love of country. And for the people in our country who want to turn this country into a communist country, leave. You're free to leave. The beauty about America is you can leave. Go to Europe where they're experiencing this heat wave and they don't have any air condition. See how well that works for you. I'm proud to be an American. I respect the flag, and I respect the people who made this sacrifice to make this country what it is today. Freedom, free speech, family, faith. Why aren't we celebrating the greatest nation on earth?
Well, Chairwoman, to your point, it seems like a lot of Americans are a bit entitled as to the fact that they don't understand this is the greatest country in the world, at least according to this poll. So I want to hinge it on this poll. A rather shocking one was released by Pew Research, which gauges voters' feelings towards candidates who identify as democratic socialists. Amongst Democrats, nearly 1/3 of those polled said they actually like democratic socialists, compared to just 17% of conservatives and moderates, and amongst liberals, the number jumps to a whopping 52%. So, Chairwoman, what do you attribute this surge in popularity for democratic socialists? Because this is very concerning. The same thing President Trump is raising awareness about just yesterday.
Yeah, they're selling you a bill of goods. I mean, I'd love to be able to eat McDonald's and chocolate cake and look like a supermodel. That's just not reality, right?
Yeah.
If you want something, you have to work for it. You have to earn it. It's not given to you. It's not free. But I also think that's what gives you a sense of pride, a sense of community, a sense of accomplishment, right? That's capitalism. You can be whoever you want to be. Do you really want the government to tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it? Because it sounds good right up until the point that you've given away all your freedoms. That's what we left. That's a very, very scary proposition. In this election, more than any other election, is going to be the difference between common sense and crazy. And I'll tell you, I like common sense a heck of a lot better than I like crazy. I mean, we have candidates who use the American flag to wipe their greasy hands. I mean, this flag is laid over the coffins of men and women who have given and paid the ultimate sacrifice. That may be the last thing that these families receive. And this Democratic, I call it a socialist, actually she's a communist, will use the flag to wash her greasy hands.
And she was quite proud of it.
Shame on you. You know what? There's flights leaving every day. If you want to go to a communist country, the beauty is you are free to go. In fact, I think there might be some people that pay for your plane ticket.
Well, there was an interesting opinion piece from the Washington Post on the rise of this Democrat socialism. It reads like this. America's open political system simply makes it impossible for any group, even powerful entrenched elites, to prevent a major party from being taken over by motivated newcomers. Establishment Democrats are thus damned if they do, damned if they don't. Make peace with the left and they risk voters leaving in droves. Attack the left, they risk driving it toward spoiler candidates. And, you know, politics is my favorite non-contact sport. And so I'm always looking at what team is, making which move. And quite frankly, when I look at this, this seems very good for Republicans because you run to the left if you're a Democrat, and a lot of people are now, the socialist candidates are getting all this traction. I'm going to start talking about free this, free that, and get the rich guy to pay for it. But when you come to the general election in November, does this bode well then for their challenger, the Republicans?
Yeah, I don't think so. I'd rather be us than them right now. And I say that because, if primarily, if you're left, you're going to vote left. If you're right, you're going to vote right. But these independent candidates, they don't want crazy.
Yeah.
They don't want open borders. They don't want men in women's sports. They want law and order. They want to protect the victims, not advocate for the criminals and defund the police. So for me, I think it's common sense versus crazy, but we have to make sure that we get out to vote. That is going to be the key. As Republicans, we can't rest on our laurels. We have to make sure that we protect and save this wonderful republic that we have. And the number one thing we can do is we got to get out and vote.
That's absolutely true. Chairwoman Lisa McClain, thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Happy birthday, America.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.